For these children, the street is their personal playground. But soon, they won't be able to play freely in the neighborhood they know so well. The Gutierrez family lives on Sweetbriar, a soon-to-be shortcut for a new development.
I feel like we got a little piece of paradise here. It's so quiet, and it's just going to be a tremendous impact. It's going to change our lives. We'll end up moving, I'm sure.
It's called Ruzan. Construction is set to begin in this pasture early this year, but in the backyards of homes like this one. South Downs resident Peter Ricca helped make and distribute Stop Ruzan signs to residents.
I mean, this is a development of new stuff plops right in the middle of some existing subdivisions.
The East Baton Rouge Metro Council met several times to hear from both developer and residents.
But nobody has mentioned the discussion of the 2.5 years of things that we adjusted throughout the entire term to meet a lot of the neighborhood folks' needs at that time.
Some of those negotiations include a residential limit of 700 units, no buildings higher than 5 stories, and no gas or service stations allowed. Despite large opposition from residents, the council voted 9-3 in favor of Ruzan. For the Gutierrez family and many others in South Downs, the neighborhood they love won't be the same. For Tiger TV, I'm Summer Suleiman. Rudy Gomez is hard to catch up with these days. By the time he had a chance to eat lunch, his food was cold. Gomez is the owner of a new restaurant in Baton Rouge called Cerritos. He says it's anything but easy.
You had to be ready to work, especially in a restaurant. Long hours. I mean, I'm here, I haven't had a day off in a month and a half.
And Gomez is pulling out all the stops to get the word out. Gomez says talk of the nation's declining economy doesn't affect his business.
Like for a restaurant, it does not affect as much because people are still going to go out to eat no matter what.
There's so much talk of a slowing economy nationwide, but with restaurants like these coming up all over Baton Rouge, there doesn't seem to be much of a slowdown here. Commercial retail is booming, and construction of new sites can be seen all over the city. Louisiana State University economist Robert Newman says Baton Rouge's future is bright.
We're doing well. Things look good for Baton Rouge, certainly over the next year.
That means more businesses like these will open. So for people like Gomez, the competition is fierce. Gomez says it will be at least 1 year before he will see any profit. For Newsbreak, I'm Summer Suleiman. These walls weren't always lined with bright lights and decorations. This was the house Teddy Johnson grew up in.
Well, I was born here, right just about where you're sitting at. My baby bed used to sit right there.
Now people sit there and enjoy the sounds of blues.
Over 30 years ago, Teddy decided to share his love for blues with everyone else in Zachary. He turned his childhood home into this juke joint.
The people who spend nights here say it's just the feeling you get when you're here.
You know, everybody comes out here and they're all coming to hear the music. They're all coming to, I don't know, it's a totally different environment.
And the music seems to penetrate through people's bodies. Some patrons can't help but move their feet. For Teddy, it's just natural.
I do it because I love it. I've been playing music since I was 5 years old.
He says it's all about the blues, and he's not going anywhere.
Just like I'm 62 years old, and I plan on running this place until I die.
Whether you're playing the blues or feeling it, it's almost like the outside world doesn't exist. For Newsbreak, I'm Summer Suleiman.